Welcome to our tub. Come on in. It's warm inside, and there's always room for more.
This podcast contains adult material and is intended for mature audiences only. If you're under 18, grab your rubber ducky and find another tub. This one's not for you. Welcome back in the tub for episode 112. I'm Mr. Berg.
And I'm Mrs. Berg.
And on this week's episode, well, there's not all that much initial conversation from us as, well, we have a full episode conversation with a pretty fun couple. Mm-hmm. 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 Mrs. of many words.
The hour definitely went by quickly.
Yes. That was actually said after the recording was over. So,
actually, between the recording and chatting before and after, it was 2 hours.
Yeah. It just a great couple. Actually, they had reached out in a message board we had kind of thrown out there about who we are, what we do, and if any performers would be interested to reach out, and they did. And we chatted a little bit on email, and when we got onto the Zoom call, it really was like everything just started to flow. Great conversation, great laughs. They are fun-loving people, good on the eyes.
Good on the eyes, easy on the eyes.
They're hot. Okay, you just want me to cut to the chase. All right. All right, so let's cut the suspense. We sat down and spent an hour talking with Jazmine and J.R. Cruz, content creator, fetish model, and hosts of the Just Cruzin podcast. A newer show out there. They started back in January. We discussed that a little bit. But again, really talked a little bit about everything and who they are, what they do. Share a lot of our thoughts and the vision of what they hope their show will do. It falls right in line with everything that we've tried to portray and bring across within this show. Still not sure how our paths obviously crossed for the last 2 years in New Jersey, and we didn't get to meet them. So we'll definitely be making that a point here in Chicago in a few weeks. But we're, again, not going to talk too much. A few housekeeping, I guess, would be the way to put it. When this launches, less than a week left in the ASN Lifestyle Magazine Awards voting. Thank you to those that have voted. As of today, we are in the top 10. They take the top 5 on to the next round. So, and into the final. So you can vote once a day at asnlifestylemagazineawards.com. And, well, vote for everybody throughout the categories. And hopefully in the tub is the podcast vote that you type in.
Come on, help us out, folks.
Again, that is in August here in the beautiful Poconos of Eastern Pennsylvania. We will be there for that award show. It's tied in with the Swinger Olympics, and really just a great couple days of fun, good times, festivities, and great people. We're not too far out of Chicago Exotica, as we said as well. April 12th through 14th, we will be at Chicago for that show.
We'll be in Chicago.
Yeah. Well, no, not in Chicago. It's in Rosemont. It's outside of Chicago.
Well,
technicalities.
We'll be there.
Yeah, we be there. And again, yeah, just holiday coming up for those out there. So, we're coming into a week of family, friends, loved ones, Weather again is breaking. Spent some time outside today with the fuzzball, chasing around a fuzzball and enjoying some sun. So after his major dose of Benadryl and finding out that, what was the comment from a friend on social media? The flying jalapeno raisins?
Yes, spicy. I think it was spicy. Flying jalapeno raisins.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So at 6 months old, he may or may not, probably not, going to realize that he shouldn't be eating a bee.
No, probably not.
Took about 4 hours, and he blew up, and we had to go and load him up with some Benadryl. So that was a fun day. But again, the weather's breaking. So get some time out, get some sun, take care of yourself.
Take care of each other?
Yes. Be sure to follow our social medias. Again, as we said, Exotica's coming up. You can follow all of the shenanigans and fun times if you are not able to get there on Twitter, Berg Couple for Fun. Instagram, the same. The Bergs on Reddit and Facebook. So, please sit back and enjoy this episode. Check the show notes so you can give this couple and their show a follow, as their links will be in the show notes. As always, remember to wrap it before you tap it, lick it before you stick it.
Pay for your porn.
Pay for your porn. Yes, yes. And until next time,
we'll keep the lights on and the tub warm for you.
All right, welcome back to this week's episode and some time with some very special guests for this half. In our conversations in XBiz, we got a message from these two and started some conversation. Really, we're excited to get them onto the show. Content creators, fetish model, and now, kind of sitting in our seats, podcasters as well. Please welcome JR and Jazmine Cruz, and the hosts of the Just Cruzin podcast. How are you guys?
Hey, we're doing good.
Cool.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Thank you for calling me JR and not Junior. It's insane how many people make that confusion. Like, it's a big J and a big R. It's not Junior.
Yeah. The R is not
both,
little.
Right, they're both capitals.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, nice. Well, again, we thank you guys for, again, reaching out and said, hey, we'd love to kind of be on the show, get to know you guys, and to really sit and, talk with you guys and learn about what it is you're doing and how you decided to embark on this crazy world of podcasting as we're in. Looking forward to a fun conversation. Before we really kind of sit deeper into the tub and have this conversation, can you let the listeners know where they can find you online and on social media?
Sure. Babe, you want to start?
Yeah, you can find me on Jazmine, Jazmine, Cruz, Cruz, xxx.com.
And that's got all her spicy links.
Spicy links.
Her social media stuff is, what's your Twitter?
Oh, yeah. Jazmine Cruz OFF1. You put me on the spot so quickly.
All right, Instagram, go.
Oh, okay. It's Jazmine Cruz Modeling. Jazmine Cruz Modeling.
TikTok, go.
It's Jazmine Cruz Official. I'm getting past.
This is like game show hour. This is great.
Well. Right? That's okay. You didn't have to rapid fire stuff. I'll get it from her. I'm JR Cruz, and you can find my links at MrSexyBuns.com, MrSexyBuns.com. My Twitter handle and Instagram are at JR Cruz_2020. And then I'm Mr. Sexy Buns, all spelled out, on TikTok and Clapper.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right.
That's like
And then, of course, we have the Just Cruzin podcast that you can find on all podcasting platforms.
Spell
and
it
then
out. Go.
Just JUSTCRUZN. And then our Twitter is Just Cruz_N, because they don't like apostrophes on screen names for some reason.
There's always a catch for
Right.
It doesn't matter which one, and you guys aren't a variety. There's anybody can find you somewhere with whatever they care for.
Yeah.
That's good. As you mentioned your Instagram and listed it as modeling, well, that's nice too, because they tend to, well, do we say not care for the industry so much and flag certain things.
Oh, yeah. Unless you're like, hundreds of thousands of followers, then apparently you have carte blanche to do whatever. Not hating, just, wish that I was, just wish. I like
Hating,
that.
just stating. Yeah, you like that.
Oh,
line?
throw that on a t-shirt. Not hating, just stating.
But you're absolutely right, because at the same time, hey, if you bring traffic, do whatever you want, you're great. But if you're in the average range, oh yeah, we're gonna find something.
Right? It's like you as a porn star, or corn star, as you can say on the Insta, you might get deleted, but Pornhub has its own account and it's perfectly fine.
Exactly. Insane.
all the crazy algorithms and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
It's always a battle. It's always a battle.
I'm just going to grab one of my other vapes. My vape just died.
Leaving me alone. Be quiet. Ready.
That's right. After all the tough ones,
No.
all the way.
I'm the decoration.
So, as we had said in the intro, you've been content creating and fetish modeling for a while.
Yep.
Where did that? Is that something you always had in mind? How long have you been doing it? And what's that look like from your standpoint?
Okay. So we've been in the industry for about a year and a half now, give or take. Her a little bit longer. She's also done other forms of sex work, like stripping, for the last 7-ish years.
13.
13?
Yeah.
Wow.
Including New York.
Well, yeah, but we don't count the 2 years in Korea.
Well, then we'll just talk
Well,
about
I did see on your social media a post about dancing somewhere. So yeah, I was going to ask about that. Is that kind of where it started as far as dancing?
Yes, I would say so.
Yeah.
I guess I was always in tune with being expressive with my sensuality, and it just became very erotic to me. And I really love being sexy and wearing cute outfits. But then, I'm also a sex addict, so I think it's easy for me to channel that and have fun. Whereas, exotic dancing, you can't obviously have sex, but
I mean, you could. It's just frowned upon.
Yeah. But in the porn world of filmmaking, I get to be creative and fun and enjoy something that I really truly am and not be ashamed of.
Sure. Mm-hmm. That comment right there, not being ashamed of it, because you shouldn't.
Right.
And we had someone a few episodes ago stated, hey, I'm not ashamed of the art that I am making when it comes to content creation and film.
Mm-hmm.
We've actually had a couple of people say that.
Yeah. So the expression of that, it has really led you to content creation. So in your content, what people that may not be familiar with you,
Are you sure?
what can they expect?
For us, I think we enjoy the narrative work. We enjoy being creative, and we're just naturally goofy and genuine people that, besides, doing what we do, we just love the laughter and we love giving out positive messages. And there's so much going on right now, but we want to send out good vibes, good networking, and then just add a little spice, something different to what we love and share, and using our own talent. I mean, obviously not of course, sexual talent, but our talent of, JR, Mr. Sexy Buns, and his acting is amazing. And me, I guess for me, I practice a lot of my lines with him. He's just a natural. I'm more of a improv girl. He's more of the him one line or two lines and he gets it automatically. My acting is more of I get anxiety and nervous, so I need his coaching.
Yeah, so we do some different we have some series that we've been starting to work on. We started first off just doing kind of gonzo, more so than anything else, and I mean it's fine, but we like a little bit more structure. And then coming up with a storyline and developing characters and everything makes it a lot of fun. Like, we've got Dr. Hotwife, the sex therapist.
Me.
We've got a series called Fuck My Husband While I Watch.
You.
We've started one that's the Chef's Sexy Buns Pancake Cook-Off.
Ooh.
Where you have basically 4 challengers, including myself, who you have to cook a stack of pancakes from start to finish while receiving oral sex. And the best looking pancakes at the end gets to choose whatever sexual favors they want from the losers.
Interesting.
I could get behind that.
Yeah,
Blowjob breakfast.
absolutely. That's a cheap thanks to you for a good breakfast while I'm in there cooking eggs.
Jeez,
Now,
where's that been all my
how
career?
many pancakes? How many pancakes actually get finished, though?
So on our test run, we only did 1 pancake, and that was quite difficult as it went. Had a few burns. I was very adamant about trying to make it, make sure that I still won. So as I'm holding it over the hot pan, slowly drizzling the the mix, I was you can even hear some of the little comments. I'm just I'm burning my hand.
As long as nothing important gets burned.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Proud of my dick-shaped pancake.
She was
I was on it.
She decided, you know what? Screw this. I'm not trying to make it perfect and round. I'm going to make it look like a penis.
It was a penis.
There you are. and from the end where you said, you like that theater, some content. There is so much of the industry as a whole. We're starting to see move that route again.
Yeah.
Gonzo was huge for a long time. And it's it's great. Hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you. All right, let's get it on.
Yeah.
But
That's not everyone's cup of tea.
and no, that is not Mrs. Thing at all when it comes to even searching and watching porn. From a guy's standpoint, I actually like a storyline and a plot, something like that as well. And again, you see so much of these. Even from the bigger studios, such in-depth storyline plots, which are great.
Yeah.
And to be able to do it from a content creation standpoint, from I hate to say smaller scale, but it's a smaller scale.
You can say smaller budget. Much smaller budget.
Exactly. I mean, but again, it's if it allows you that creativity that you enjoy and you have fun with.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Absolutely. And our fetish stuff, we have a couple different things. We shoot more for other people's fetish sites than we do our own. We're still finding ourselves in there, but
yeah,
we'll shoot some trade stuff with friends and just dabble and see what we like. So we're getting there. I mean, ideally, what we want to be able to do down the line is take the Just Cruzin Productions name and turn it actually into a production company.
Okay.
You know, like where we can hire other people as well. Like, yes, we could do a trade thing, or we can pay you to shoot the stuff that we want, and then we own the rights to it, and that's another way that we can go about it. So just kind of finding that balance.
Yeah.
But offering that, because we're even now starting out, we're not doing exceptionally well. Trade is great, but if you don't have the fan base yet and everything, like it's great to have all this content, but that doesn't mean it actually turns a profit for us. So
Yeah.
people, if they're able to hire us for their stores, that would be even better. So we want to just kind of leave it a little better than when we got there, kind of a thing.
Yeah, and you have the options, and you can, again, as you said, kind of split it up. All right, hey, we're making some content, and people are going to buy it, but it's not going to be up front. You're going to work for a studio and work for somebody, and then get some in.
Yeah,
Because that is, as well, a lot of, I think listeners don't understand, and honestly, we have friends that they know about the show, and they're just like, oh man, well, you guys are making money from that. And I'm like, what do you think? I'm like, yeah, what? No, it like, even 2 years in, I'm going, I hope it just covers its cost. If we can cover our cost, I'm going to be happy. It doesn't, but you know what? We still love it. We're still doing it. We're able that we have extra income from our day jobs to be able to do the travel.
Yeah.
To be able to put in some money on the back end of the website if we need it, or whatever it might be. But it's a lot of work.
Yes, it is.
It's a lot of work, but I think JR and I are naturally talkers. So that's why everyone said, why are you doing a podcast? And I'm like, think about the jobs we hold. He's retired military. I did customer service. I'm a personal trainer, but then I'm an exotic dancer. And all our jobs that we've done require lots of talking. So why don't we do something we can have fun and do it for a living at the same time?
Yeah, exactly. And that's from our side with the show. I mean, yes, I'm in sales and consulting and food service.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she will tell you, I can sit down and bullshit with anybody about so many different things for hours. Like we've been friends for years. It's just it's just it's just me.
Yeah. We were so we do a lot of road trips, mostly because I have trouble on planes. I'm a bigger fella, and I don't like to be cramped in. I did that for 20 years. If I can't afford to, if I don't have enough miles or can't afford to buy first class tickets, I won't fly. So so naturally we drive to a lot of places.
With that.
Ed, you get road
I do get rewarded for driving long, hard miles.
Yeah.
But
Bonus.
you're the same way. If you can just hop in the car and go, you'd rather do that than pay to get on a plane.
Yeah. And we have Exotica Chicago coming up in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And literally it's pretty much 7 hours from our front door.
Okay.
I'm like, we're hopping in the car, we're gone. It's 7-hour drive, done, over.
That's how we end up in Tampa as often as we do. It's 7 hours. It's just around 7 hours.
Yeah.
So we come down here and do our thing and have as much fun as we can while we're doing it.
Nice.
And hopefully not drown in crippling debt.
Yeah. and it's great from that content creation side where if you're open to, hey, we're going to travel, yes, every city, there's people kind of everywhere, but if you can expand that reach to help you and another creator and do those collabs, then all right, why not?
Yeah, absolutely.
So mentioned Chicago Exotica.
Yep.
Will you guys be there?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
You can either look for this stunning beauty walking around, or I'll have my my apron and thong on, and I'll have an ass full of stickers.
Nice.
It's like my icebreaker. I let all the content creators and folks that make their little stickers and QR codes, and they slap them on me. And then at the end of the night, we record and give a shout out to everybody that gave me a sticker.
Yes, it's
Nice.
tradition for every event now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, and that was going to be the next question. Is this your first Exotica? So I'm assuming no?
No.
No.
Our first Exotica was Jersey 2 years ago.
Okay. Then, without a doubt, our paths have had to cross
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
because we do Chicago, Jersey, and D.C. every year. We don't
Okay.
do Miami. That's the only one that we do not do.
Yeah.
Okay.
And as I tell people,
it's too hot.
yeah, as I tell people that ask about it, look, I'm a white guy from north of the Mason-Dixon line. It is too hot for me in Miami in August. I will be sweaty in places I don't want to be sweaty.
To hell with it. I was
no.
I grew up in Connecticut and spent 7 years up in Fort Drum, New York.
All right.
I do not like the snow, so like you won't see me at the DC Exotica because I have no desire to be that cold.
actually-
I don't want these buns to freeze off. You know, they're money makers. So
Actually, it's been colder in Jersey the years we've gone than
Yeah,
in
the
DC.
last 2 years, DC, the weather actually has been shockingly good. I've been
yeah.
at the same time, you know, there are people in the industry and people that know us from the conventions that they all the time they're looking at me and they're going, "Are you out of your minds?" Because I am in shorts all the time.
Yeah.
Like the cold weather doesn't bother me. I just throw a fleece on, but I'm in shorts all the time. They're like, "You're out of your mind." I'm like, I'm
I'm there
all good.
in 5 layers and everything else because I'm always freezing.
So again, going up to Chicago, are you just heading up for the show, or is that something where you try to go a couple days early, stay a few days late, and really kind of, you know, direct some content and get some things done?
Yeah, so we try to get a good week in most of those places. This one we're only doing, I think, 5 days, 4 days,
I
5
think
days.
5.
We're staying with some friends of ours, another content creator group, Ray.
Oh, we
And-
know Ray very
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
So yeah, we will be helping set up her booth. We're staying with them. We've got a couple shoots with them, and we're gonna have a bunch of other folks come over and shoot, and hopefully we can get at least 6 or 7 podcast episodes recorded while we're up there.
Nice.
So yeah. This will be our first Chicago Exotica, so we're very, very excited.
Yeah, and Chicago's a fun time for sure, and Ray is a great person.
She's been on a couple of times.
Yeah, she's been on the show a few times.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we've had her on for a full length episode, and then at Exotica we call it the dip your toes in the tub segment,
Okay.
and it is 10 quick fire questions. Literally, the interview is 6 to 8 minutes long. That's it.
Depending on who we're
Nice.
talking to.
Yes, we do have a few performers that are on there all the time. And they're like, "Oh, we're sorry." I'm like, "Yeah, we've been recording for 30 minutes. It's all good." But it's always different. We try to, as we had talked prior to recording, we like to have fun with it. So it is quirky, kind of personal questions. It'll be holiday
Not
related,
like crazy
or
personal,
Yeah.
but just more like what's your favorite holiday that you go all out and decorate for,
Yeah.
or you know, stuff like that.
Which way does the toilet paper roll have to go on when you change the toilet paper roll? You know, like
We usually have one or two that we
People are
stump
like,
people with.
"What?"
People are like, "Oh, I don't know."
yeah, yeah. So again, it's a good time.
Gotcha.
So let's
I like it.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about the podcast.
Sure.
You know, as you had said, the Just Cruzin podcast launched back in January, at the end of January, correct?
Yes, sir.
So what brought that about for you guys?
So we've talked about doing a podcast for about
2 years.
Yeah,
Ever since Exotica, New Jersey, we're telling people we're gonna launch it next month.
Yeah.
Next month, 2 years later, we're like, Dang, guys.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
So it was, the name came from a combination of cleverness. So I mentioned that we do a lot of road trips. So we're always driving, and we're constantly conversing with each other, telling jokes, doing dumb shit. And then other times, if I don't want to stop every 25 minutes for this one to pee.
Or do the video when we go and say my selfie videos and we're traveling. Okay.
Or I'll just sleep, and then that way I can get a good solid 3 or 4 hours of driving without stopping. And I'll just call somebody else. Like Ray is one of my go-tos. We'll call, and I think I talked to her for like 2.5 hours while I was driving.
Thanks, Ray, if you're listening.
So I've got a few people, like I go through this whole little slew of names, and it's like, okay, who's awake? Who can I talk to? So it was like I just kind of a combination of that, and then I would listen to podcasts while we were driving. I'm like, I would love to do this. Like, hopefully people find our back and forth comical enough that it'll keep them awake while they're driving.
And also, I must add, because I know you talk a lot too. You really like listening to Joe Rogan podcast. And I used to be like, you know what? Oh, you listen to Joe Rogan way too much. And then you're like, well, why don't we do like a podcast? And I was thinking, you're right. We don't have to always listen to Joe Rogan. We can make our own.
Yeah. So I like this. I like this format. And similar, like it's just a conversation. It's not, a ton of like questions already pre-scripted or whatever. It's just let's laugh. Let's have some laughs, share some things, and get weird.
I think it's easier too without like a script or an index card. Because I used to be like that with JR. But like maybe we got our questions ahead of time. Because in school I was the studious student.
Oh yeah.
It's like no, let's relax. Let's just do it this way. More improv it and relax with it.
Yeah, and I think from our standpoint, like what we've figured out over the 2+ years of doing it is we'll have 5 or 6 kind of topics.
Yeah.
It almost is easier that way because if things are flowing and the conversation, it's going to spider web out. It's going to go different ways. And you can just play off of that. Where if you're totally scripted and you have someone that gives you short answers, you get through your questions and you're like, oh shit, we need a half hour of content and we just recorded for 8.5 minutes. All right, now what are we going to do?
The only ones we do write down and do go scripted from are the dip your toes. 10.
Or 10
we do those ahead of time, so we have them and
they're kept standardized. But other than that, our episode features, we found that out. Guess what? Yeah, let's just have a conversation and kind of get away from that. And from listening to podcasts, you listen to that stuff and it's like, all right, what you had said, Jazmine, well, we could do our own instead of listening to him, to Joe Rogan all the time. I will tell you the one thing.
Have we listened to one of our own episodes?
I do all the editing, but outside of that, I have never been in the car. This will be episode 112. I've not listened to one of our episodes in the car.
Really?
What?
Have not listened to one of them. I'll do the editing, and that's it. I tried to, and it's funny because somebody asked, and they were like, oh, do you listen to it? I said, you know what? I turned it on, and I listened to the opening, and I went, I sound like a freaking moron. I'm like, I don't like my voice. And it's a great friend of ours, and she went, are you serious? I'm like, I was just like, no, I can't do this. And I shut it off.
Oh, wow.
And I never have. I think I sound like I'm 12 when I'm recorded. So I can't listen to myself. So.
So from your format, as you said, I think we talked prior, right now you're launching one episode a month?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and then as we build more of a backlog, then we'll start to try to release it more often.
Cool.
And then once our following base, like our followers, kind of get up there more, we start getting more listeners and stuff. We'll maybe switch to a weekly, and then also try to start capturing video on some of them.
So, what is of the shows? What is the kind of what topics are you talking about? What's the vision? What is the overall thought that you see the show going?
So our biggest thing is just kind of letting people see that, yes, we are the people that are in front of the camera, but when that camera turns off and we go back to like our regular lives, like we have all sorts of just regular stuff we have to do. We got to go grocery shopping. We've got to go to kids' sports games. For the most part, we take all winter off because we're focused on all three of our kids do wrestling. You go to all of their stuff. Our daughter actually took 5th place in the state this year, and it's only her 2nd year ever wrestling.
Awesome! Congrats! Nice.
Thank you.
And she got MVP.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, she got like the MVP for her team at their banquet.
And that is a sport that is growing. The women's wrestling, we see it here in the state of Pennsylvania. They had the first ever state championships for women's wrestling for high school.
Okay, so this is your guys' first year doing the women's.
Yeah, I believe this is the first year that the state actually recognized it as and did the state championship. Prior to that, it was kind of a co-ed thing, and they finally just moved to just a women's. Yeah. So it's great.
Yeah, it's so much fun, and they're so different. Like all of I would say the majority of the girls out there wrestling, like they're super friendly to each other. They're like, high-fiving and hugging each other afterwards, and oh, good luck. And I know that when I was wrestling in high school, like nobody was talking to me before a match. Like I'm listening to freaking Drowning Pool. I'm going through my match. I'm shadow wrestling, and like nobody better freaking talk to me, because when I go out there, I've got that like I will fucking destroy you look, as I walk out of the mat.
Yeah, it's that competitive edge. There is a slight difference in the male and the female sports. In some of them.
Well, when it comes to, our son played soccer, but the girls were more brutal than the boys were.
When it was still kind of that co-ed, it was funny because, they were like just freshmen in high school, and they're like, we're going to play one more year of rec travel.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, fine. You talked me into coaching another year. And that's when, they were about that same age, but the girls were extremely competitive against the boys at that point. And then it changed around. But, that is a lot of, again, what our listeners know, we try to portray. Guess what?
Yeah.
There's lives outside of this. It's not 24/7, scantily clad, run it. Like, if you meet a performer on the street, guess what? No. It ain't happening. They're a normal person that is that again just left Lowe's or just left the grocery store, and they're going back home to do the stuff that they need to do at home.
Absolutely.
It's the job that they chose, and more power to them that somebody wants that people are paying to see them nude.
Yep. Absolutely. Why give it away for free, out in public?
Yeah, exactly. Well, because then it's not free, then you get arrested, then there's court, then there's lawyers.
I'm fairly certain I'd be arrested for indecent exposure quite quickly. I think that she would get a pass. More so, they would be like, oh, hey, excuse me, you got to cover up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. I'll give you a verbal warning.
With a taser, my balls would like suck up into my chest cavity. Like it'd just be a nightmare.
It'd be that dolphin flop and
yeah.
But on one of the female side, hey, a verbal warning. Can you please just put this blanket around you? Okay.
Like let's just drape this over.
Yeah. Double standards and shit.
right?
Well, it's like going to a strip club. I mean, hell, I can pretty much touch all I want.
That is true.
That is true. We love women, and they don't really get too much strict. But oh gosh, they get on stage, a guy does it. It's just like.
I mean, not that I would. Like, I wouldn't push the envelope, but I know that I can get away with a little bit more than a guy could.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Oh yeah. Well, they're gonna, and a lot of people are gonna tip even more if the female audience gets a little more involved. So it's almost encouraged.
Oh, we've been there, done that.
Or bow down to you because I was even in there with you.
I had a.
Go ahead.
Oh, that's your one. This is an interesting club story. Yeah.
We went to see a feature dancer down at one of our local, not local, but downtown
it's local club.
clubs. And she's one of my absolute favorites. But during the show,
and we had met her numerous times. She knew us.
Yeah.
We were I was right up in front of the stage. She bent down over the stage, reached down, and pulled my skirt up so that my bare ass was hanging out, and then smacked it.
Nice.
She proceeded to spank her. I was standing behind her, and I had an older gentleman that was there. He looked at me. He dropped to his knees, and he went, "Dude, I am bowing to you because you're the man." And I just laughed. I'm like, "Yeah, it is what it is. Here we are."
That is good. Yeah.
So you talked about starting out dancing. So you still do dance?
Yes.
Is that a regular thing? Is that, hey, I feel like going out and doing it, or?
I really love the workout, and I love entertaining. I guess as a kid, I loved music altogether. So I believe and then for pole dance and everything, it's an art, it's creative. And I'm that chick that's like that stunt lover. So I have a passion for being that girl that'd be like, oh, I remember that move. That girl did that. Whoa, But you got to give credit to this guy because he taught me how.
Who, me?
Yeah, he taught me how to pole dance. He's a former gymnast, and so years ago, I didn't even have any balance or any flexibility, but he coached me. He told me to take actually yoga, Pilates. He told me to hire someone to go to my home and teach me that. And then I actually got professional lessons from the #1 champion in South Korea. I got lessons for a whole month. And
Nice.
so he suggested it. He's like, we're going to get you graceful. You're not going to walk like a linebacker coming up saying, want to dance, and then, doing some awkward, awkward, like swirling with my hips and my body with no rhythm.
She was like the most awkward but beautiful woman you would ever see at a strip club. Like, I don't know if you guys are South Park episode fans, but like, there's that one episode where in the strip club, and there's the one that's like, would you like a dance? Anybody like a dance? Like, that was kind of her, but she was hot. So it was like a weird thing, and so I had to kind of give her like, no, you gotta be soft, just like soft touch of their shoulder or their arm, and, be silly and playful, and, it'll work a lot easier.
Like the King of Queens thing.
Oh my God.
How they see that episode where he teaches her how to be sexy and more, and it's more like I was more of a masculine type going, how do I do it again? And no, how do you do it again? Would you like a drink? Do I make
well, so
feel like flexing, like
like the Hulk.
Yeah. Well, and you just answered where the buns came from.
Yes.
So gymnast, wrestler, and see?
football,
football, farm boy,
track.
Hey, yeah, that's at least you continue to keep something from your younger days, because I'm like,
absolutely.
I wish I still had some of that.
Other than the asshole, I've just got a lot of arthritis.
So, have you ever thought, as you're into the industry and that is growing, have you ever thought about the possibilities of a featured dancer circuit?
So right now, since we have so many things going on, because I work every Thursday, Friday, Saturday from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Okay.
I've been doing it for the last six years now.
Yeah.
It's been, just on and going. And then we're, like you said, balancing the kids' sports. And then we're doing modeling. I'm doing paid modeling, paid orange shoots, paid fetish shoots. Oh, by the way, we're doing a podcast. So I think we're just being very productive. But once we're able to catch up to everything, we'll be able to do the featured dancing thing, because JR actually said maybe we'll do that in a couple months once we are like, we're like overachiever types. So I guess.
I mean, ideally, what we want to be able to do is where we're making enough to cover the expenses and everything, to where she's doesn't feel like she has to dance every weekend.
Sure.
And it can be more of a like, hey, we've got our DVDs, we've got this and that, we've got our marketing stuff. We could run a podcast out of that club, and you have her feature, we want to kind of build into that. We're just, we don't feel that we're ready to where we have that extra bit of bargaining.
Totally fair. Your plate's only so big.
Yeah.
And that's
that.
Yeah, I know that. My plate's been overflowing for the last 5.5, 6 years. So,
yeah.
But and again, with the direction and everything you guys that you're doing, the drive, the want. I mean, gosh, who knows what the next 6 months bring?
Absolutely. Yeah. Who knows? Hopefully in merchandising.
There you go. Yeah, I was just going to say Spaceballs.
That's right. Just Cruzin the T-shirt. Just Cruzin the action figure.
May the Schwartz be with you.
A classic.
Absolutely.
Now, what kind of action figure would be like for in the tub? Like,
I can make an action figure. Believe me, on the internet, I could get your action figure made.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't say my action figure. I said our action figure.
Your action figure could, talk about marketing monies. I'm just saying. Hey.
I envision you guys like in a little bitty tub, right? And then there's a button on each side, and you guys just boop. All of a sudden, you can pop up, and there's you in your birthday suit.
Yeah. It's like
my button would probably get broken.
Yeah,
yours would.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. It could be like the little Jack in the Box, up and down, up
right?
and down. Yeah, come on. Perfect. Gotta work on that.
There you go. Put that in your tool bag. Carry it with you.
Yeah. I was just working on all the world, as you talked about stickers and stuff. I was like looking at that and trying to figure out all that, and I'm like, all right, can I get all this stuff done before Chicago? And let me get this and I just been so inundated with everything else. I'm like, yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah. Actually, and if you want, like, I can hit you. We can talk after this too. Like, I can give you our merch guy up in Jersey.
Okay.
It does like, for lighters and stuff.
All right, yeah, and I've looked at some of that stuff, and I'm like, yeah, you know what, you can get it kind of reasonably, and we have a shirt guy, we have a regular materials guy that's local and is taking care of us, but I'm like all that little other, kind of swag. I hate to say junk, but like it's junk, but at the same time, hey, you know what? The amount of MFC bottle openers that are around this house.
MFC and Bad Dragon.
Yeah, Bad Dragon. We were just cleaning up, and she's like, "Do you remember when Bad Dragon gave out bottle openers?" I went, "No, but we got a bag of 25 of them. Holy shit!" Like, we should have given those things. If I would have known, we would have given those away at our 100th episode.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, guys, it's been a pleasure getting to know you, and really kind of finding out, what you're doing. So you said you're going to be in Chicago.
Yes.
Plans for kind of the rest of this year and conventions and stuff where listeners and your fans may be able to find you?
Sure. We're going to be at Exotica Miami. We're going to be at XBiz Miami.
And FetCon.
We'll be at FetCon down in St. Pete.
Okay.
Which, if you guys haven't been to that one yet, it's a hoot.
We have not. We've heard it's a fun time.
It is a really, really fun time. Think of it as like the first time that you ever went to like a swingers resort, and everybody, like people, fat, thin, black, blue, purple, like just all walking around naked and free without having to worrying about being judged. Nice. It's a similar feeling like that, but just within the kink community.
Okay.
So we just got a little bit of everything, including like my favorite couple. I think it's our favorite couple. They walk the red carpet every time. Mm-hmm. They're got to be in their 80s now.
Yeah.
And they custom make chariots. So like the husband is in this like slave outfit hooked up to the chariot, and the wife is sitting on this throne and it carts her down the red carpet.
And then they can cart other people too if you want to ride on it.
So they do all sorts of just everybody gets to just be their most authentic self, and that freeing feeling, it's cathartic.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's how Exotica's are for us.
Yeah.
Really.
Yep. So Chicago and Miami on Exotica.
Yeah.
And then
we'll be in Jersey as well.
You'll be in Jersey. Yep.
Yes, we'll also be in Jersey. Other than that, I don't know. We were looking at possibly doing the ASN thing.
What's ASN?
That's another award type thing.
Gotcha.
We will be at the ASN Lifestyle Magazine Awards. Literally, they are. It's where they're having it is about 3.5 hours from us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we know those folks there pretty well.
Nice.
There is, our shameless plug. Less than a week left for voting for the first round, and right now we are in the top 10. They take the top.
I like
5.
it.
So.
The listeners, go out there and vote for them. They're fantastic.
So, and that's actually tied in. That whole weekend's tied in with the Swinger Olympics.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's in the Poconos, and it is the ASN Lifestyle Magazine Awards are on Saturday, and the Swinger Olympics, I believe, start. It's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, at the resort. So it is it's a pretty big event. Last year they did it in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And we'd actually missed out on it. We were there. We were literally at the hotel. We were in Vegas when it happened. We were at the hotel and
on family vacation.
Yeah, we were on a family vacation with our 18-year-old son, and I'm like all right, yep, we're not coming in. We actually had lunch with a few friends that were there for it.
Nice.
And that was it. So, but yeah, this year they're coming to the East Coast.
He probably would have been fine with it.
Oh, yeah, he had been
He
fine
actually
with it.
wasn't allowed in the hotel.
Yeah.
It's a 21 and over hotel.
Yeah.
But he would have,
yeah.
He would have
been fine with
rolled
it. Yeah, but whatever. And yeah, but no, that it's typically a pretty good weekend, and again, tied in with the Swinger Olympics. We know some of the DJs and things that are doing the parties there, so it's going to be a fun weekend.
Absolutely. It sounds like it's going to be a great time. So I mean that's something that's a possibility for us. We've got a couple other just little trips here and there. I'm actually going to work crew for Ray on her Las Vegas trip end of April.
Okay.
And then they're looking at there's a project in the mix that Ray is doing with Hazel Grace that I don't want to give too much away, but it's going to be good. And she will probably be in at least one of those scenes, which will be great. Because Ray just got a DVD deal.
Oh, nice.
So now her DVDs are going to start coming out hot and heavy. So very, very excited for them and their success.
Cool. Yeah.
And that's one of the other things that I love about the community in here, and at least the types of people that we've surrounded ourselves with, is that we try to build everybody up, because there's enough money out there for everybody to make something, and a decent amount at least. as opposed to trying to pull everybody else down and step on top of them. That's not what we are about. That's not what the lifestyle is about, at least as far as we understand it. That's not, like that's how things should be. Everybody kind of working together and being accepting and supportive.
And that right there too is such a big thing, and like we've seen it, yes, the community, the family of the industry, and
the lifestyle, really.
Yeah, and that's why they mesh so well. As dysfunctional as it seems sometimes, and every family is dysfunctional. It's still a community of, for the most part, extremely supportive people of each other.
Yeah.
And you're absolutely right. Like, we're all in this together.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. Now I sound like, what was that crazy? I sound like Zac Efron from...
We're all in it.
Oh, my God. That's the first thing that popped into my head. I'm like, oh, my God.
I was saying it right there with you. I was at least keeping it inside until you brought it up.
And I was the one who watched all of those movies. Not you.
It was your sister that was it traumatized me because his sister would watch it every day.
And my dad. Oh my God. It's the weirdest thing. My dad loves those freaking musicals and Pitch Perfect. So 9 times out of 10, if we're up visiting our family, Dad's got Pitch Perfect or fucking High School Musical on the goddamn TV.
Yeah, and our son was that age, like in that, and they were on constantly. I'm like, oh gosh.
What was the other one? Get your head in the game.
Oh, jeez.
But yeah, I mean, realistically, like you said, I mean, we're all in it together, but also like, damn it, I had something really good to quote our. Wait, I had something for this, but no.
And then Zac Efron came and
here
we are.
Damn it, Zac Efron, you ruin everything. Shit.
Oh, well,
I was gonna say, because there's enough people out there that fucking hate us. Why hate each other?
Yeah, there's enough people against everybody in this industry. Anybody that's positive. Yeah, exactly. Let's be a family. Let's be a community. And how can we help everybody else out?
Exactly.
How can we be one?
Totally.
That's how the world should be anyway. But
but the world's just we don't get into that here.
Exactly. Exactly.
Well, again, guys, it was a true pleasure. We will make it a point to find you guys in Chicago.
That would be great.
Yay.
Yeah.
If Mrs. Bird could slap a sticker on me, that would be the highlight of my weekend.
If Mr. Bird could put a sticker on my nipples, that would be a highlight for me.
There we are.
There we go.
I'm looking at stickers, but I should be thinking pasties instead.
Yeah.
All right. Boy,
Look at that.
I'm going to be doing some internet searching tomorrow before I go to work.
The first thing that popped into my head is, how hard of a slap are we talking?
You'd be amazed at how hard people have been slapping.
Yes.
You got to make sure it sticks. You got to make sure it doesn't fall.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
And if I get a little bit of like a red outline decoration, so be it.
It's all art.
Absolutely.
I'll bring the flogger and flog it on.
Yeah, do
It's
it.
out of the flogger.
Quick funny story. So at the New Jersey Exotica, there's that one section where they have a couple of the doms that are out there and like flogging people and stuff. This one lady, and I think the video is still up on my Instagram.
And
she
TikTok.
broke her whip on my ass. She's like, bah, bah, and it just like boop, falls off. I was like, put some steel.
I broke it. That's me.
Was that the
Bert Kreischer, like, I'm a machine.
Nice.
Was that the one we brought it in?
That was your
Kenzie gave
birthday. Yeah, that was her
birthday floggings?
Her birthday floggings from Kenzie Taylor, who has become a great friend of ours.
Awesome.
And she knew New Jersey's always fallen on between our anniversary and her birthday.
Nice.
So Yep, we had the flogger, and it was like, hey, and so she's like, get out the camera now. Bend over, here we go. I'm like, all right, here you go.
Yeah.
So, all right, again, thank you guys. We appreciate it. One more time before we go. Where can listeners find you online and on social media? And go.
Jazmine Cruz, xxx.com, JAZMINEZCRUZ, xxx.com. Twitter, you can find me on Jazmine Cruz, OFF1, and TikTok, Jazmine Cruz Official. JR, hand it over to you.
You forgot about Instagram, Jazmine Cruz Modeling. Boom, I win. MrSexyBuns.com, MrSexyBuns.com. Twitter and Instagram are both at JRCruz_2020. Mr. Sexy Buns all spelled out on Clapper and on TikTok. You can find our podcast on all major podcasting platforms. Just Cruzin, JUSTCRUZ''N. And we're also on Instagram and Twitter at justcruz_N for both of those.
Show off. Okay.
Booyah!
Bang. And we will have some of those links within the show notes.
Love it.
Anybody listening can get them there as well.
Excellent.
Wonderful.
All right. Great. Again, have a great night, guys, and look forward to seeing you in a few weeks in Chicago.
Absolutely.
Yay.
Cannot wait.
All right. Sorry, I thought I shut everything off, and I keep getting pop-ups for antivirus and everything in the middle of the computer screen.
What are you looking us up on the hub right now?
Oh my!
Are you looking us up on the hub? It's okay. Be honest.